Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Keeping Modern Janky. In this week's deck, we're playing what I call Amulet Dinos, featuring Terror of the Peaks. We're taking a Primal Titan shell of cards like a Boreal Grazer and Explorer, and Amulet of Vigor, but instead of ramping into Prime Time, we're ramping into Terror of the Peaks into Ghalta Primal Hunger, trying to do 12 damage to our opponent's face. Along the way, we've substituted some of the Prime Time pieces with Dinosaurs, like Wayward Swordtooth, instead of Dryad of Elysian Groves. We're still playing the Explorers. But otherwise, we're doing a lot of dinosaur things, trying to play Amulet of Vigor a little bit more fairly. However, we are including Terror of the Peaks in this version of the deck, hoping to burn our opponent out with a 12 by doing 12 to the face after we cast Ghalta. And we can make enough mana that we can get both Terror and Ghalta down on the same turn. And we also play a lot of Overcosted Dinosaurs and Pugnacious Hammerskull and Wayward Swordtooth. That would give us 5 and 6 damage to the face too if we have Terror of the Peaks out. Belligerent Yearling might seem the odd one out. It's a 3/2 trample, but its power becomes the power of a dinosaur that enters the battlefield after it. So what we're hoping to do is cast it on turn 2, follow it up with a Wayward Swordtooth, make it a 5/2, swing in for 5. Or with a Pugnacious Hammerskull, make it a 6/2, swing in for 6. Both of the Pugnacious Hammerskull and Wayward Swordtooth advance our game plan in their own way. Wayward Swordtooth obviously allows us to make extra land drops, which is super crucial to a deck like this. But Pugnacious Hammerskull, when we have Ghalta in hand, functions as like a mana dork that taps for 6. So it reduces the cost of Ghalta greatly. So we hopefully get the Belligerent Yearling down into these other big dinosaurs that are advancing our game plan, beat face a little bit, and then followed up with a big Ghalta. We made a few changes to the deck. After the practice matches, I cut the One Ring. I only had 2 copies, and you can read more about my thoughts on that in detail on CyclesGaming.com when I post the article, along with this deck. And in place of the One Ring, I put 1 copy of Lava Spur Boots and 1 copy of Shadow Spear as things to tutor up with Urza Saga that give us a little bit more game in shore up some of our weaknesses in some of the matches that we needed. We don't have a way to tutor lands like Amulet Titan does, so we can't just go get a land to give our Slayer Stronghold to give our finisher haste. But Lava Spur Boots we can get with an Urza Saga if we've already gotten 1 or 2 Amulets of Vigor somehow, and that would allow us to cast a Ghalta and attack with it in the same turn, or just turn our constructs bigger, or the second construct we get, give it haste, start swinging in for a lot. That can win games as well. Shadow Spear, meanwhile, is a way just to regain some life. We don't have any real interaction in the deck, short of Terror of the Peaks, in the main deck at least. So this would, in the right place, just gain us some life and put us out of reach of dying to whatever our opponents are doing until we can kill them dead instead. Our sideboard made a couple changes. Some of the familiar faces: Brotherhood's End, Force of Vigor, Veil of Summer. I went with 2 Pick Your Poisons to help fight against opposing Primeval Titan decks, and Murktides, and just a variety of different hard to deal with things. Haywire Might as a tutorable answer to the One Ring. Tormod's Crit. I like the 0 mana on it for Graveyard Hate. So that's my Amulet Dinos deck featuring Terror of the Peaks. Will we get to live the dream of making Belligerent Yearling into a 12/2 Trampler? Will we get to live the dream of Terror of the Peaks into Ghalta and do 12 to our opponent's face? Will we get to give Ghalta haste and attack? I guess we'll find out. I'm going to run it through a league. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. For CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll see you in the wrap-up. This has been another edition of Keeping Modern Janky. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, check out my original Magic the Gathering content over at CyclesGaming.com. I write about my various commander decks. I post articles and video of my gameplay of my various modern janky brews, and I'm publishing my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, serially. If you enjoy the content, check out my YouTube channel, Johnny Cycles, and click that subscribe button. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. This is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one.